there, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Craft again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me. First things first, the weather here today is interesting. I think that's the easiest way of putting it. We seem to have either sunshine, heavy wind or torrential rain, or any combination of the above. And given that I am in a room that has skylights, it can get quite noisy. So I apologise, I have no control over the weather. If I did, it would be about 10 degrees warmer. However, and also our local RAF base seems to have decided that today is the day to fly low-flying helicopters over our house. So again, I do apologise if there is noises off. However, this is today's card. I made this basically because I need some sunshine. So this is a you are my sunshine. This is Subtle Sunday. So these are subtles. So this is using Calypso Coral, both on the card and the ink. So Saffron, again, on card and ink. And then Blushing Bride and Peekaboo Peach. Not Peekaboo Peach. Pink Pirouette, the other peas. And then I put some of the silver metallic shapes over the flowers. So I thought I would make a similar card, but different. So I'm going to go with, as this was on Whisper White, I don't know how this is going to work out, but we're going to give it a go on Very Vanilla. So let me just grab my measurements, which I very carefully put to one side. We have got a standard card base, so that's A4 cut in half, scored down the middle to fold into an A6 card base. This is in Marina Mist. I've then got Very Vanilla on my standard base, which is 5 5/8 by 3 7/8 of an inch, or 14 1/4 by 9 3/4 centimetres. Then I have another piece of Very Vanilla, which again is 5 5/8, but this time is 2 1/4 inches, or 14 1/4 by 6 1/2 centimetres. And this is just an offcut of Marina Mist. It's one of the offcuts that I have left over when I am cutting my mats. So this is the full A4 length, but just a strip. There is no particular measurement for this other than it is roughly 1/2 inch, but you're just looking for a strip because we're going to tuck it underneath anyway. So let us start with the strip across the middle. Oh, and I'm going to use gold metallic strips shapes on this one. So I'm grabbing a piece of scrap grid paper, and we are using the Sunshine Sayings stamp set. It's a really useful little set. Even if you just take away the images and leave the words, it's got so many words that you can put together. So let's see, things I'm not going to be doing. Sending love and hugs. So happy for you. You are my, let's think, you are my, well, we've used You Are My Sunshine. Graduate, which particularly at the moment with in the UK, the A-level results coming out, you know, we hope we're going to get some graduates as well. Sending love. Always, I want to say something like Thinking of You, but no, we haven't. You are my love, you dear, hello, you, etc. Anyway, you get the idea. Oh, I like this. On One More Year Together. Oh, that's lovely. I love that. However, that's not what we're going to be doing. So I've already got the flower image out. So I need a block. That would be useful, really, wouldn't it? Let me grab a block. Hopefully a C block will do, and it will. Marvellous. Okay, I've cut already from Post-it note 2 masks, because you will see that I've got this layered. So I thought I might get away with doing 1 mask, but I needed 2, so I have 2. So I'll just pop those to one side for the moment. Because I'm using Marina Mist as my main colour, I am going to use that again, but let me just show you the colours that I'm using. So I have embraced the blue-green colour theme. So I've got Marina Mist, Soft Sky, Pear Pizzazz and Pool Party, all subtles because it is Subtle Sunday. So let's start with the Marina Mist. So just get that properly inked up. And now it's quite easy to see with it done like this. You will see that there are 2 petals that are definitely kind of round loops. That's worth remembering when we come to use our masks, because trying to line up otherwise is not easy. So I am just going to, in a sort of triangle, go across my piece of card, and I've just realised I need my stamping scrub open to clean off. Now, of course, if you were clever, you could probably work from Soft Sky up to Marina Mist, and then it wouldn't matter, but I'm not clever, so I didn't. So let's... This is where I say you need to think about your loops, because there are these 2 that are loopy, and then depending on which one you layer over, depends on where you go. Now, when I cut these out, I cut so that there wasn't a halo, because when you stamp, where's the easiest one to see? Probably here, maybe. When you stamp, you can end up with a halo. So you want to avoid a halo as much as possible. So yeah, that may not have made any sense at all. However, whoops, let's try and line these up on the right ones. That would seem to be the right one. Okay, so I'm going to use... No, I'm going to keep my Pear Pizzazz till last, I think. It's quite an odd colour for a flower. I mean, bloom flowers aren't that common, but they do at least exist. So, probably didn't need to put that one down, but there we go. In fact, I probably need to put that one over here. So I can pop a Pool Party flower there. And then I might, do I want one there? I might just have a hint of one there. I might regret that. I might come back to regret that. However, I may not. So, and this is where I say you do end up with this sort of halo, which I don't actually mind for this card. Let that just be said here and now. I really do not mind. So, our Soft Sky. Happily, at the moment, we have sunshine, so that's quite nice. Long may that continue. Now, this is where I say I may regret that. I may actually need to cut another mask, which is fine. So I can show you what I mean by... Now, my sticky is at the top, so I'm going to make sure that I stamp, and I am going to sort of right up to the edge, so be aware that you've got quite a lot of ink, quite a lot of rubber. So this is why I'm saying I come inside, well, not inside, but I don't leave a halo round the... I'm doing a lovely advert for this law firm, aren't I? It's just a pad of Post-it notes I happen to have been given. So there we go. And you will see that I tend to move my paper, not my scissors. I do move my scissors a wee bit, but generally I move the paper, not the scissors. But as you can see, this is a really easy shape to cut out. You don't have to be 100% accurate. Obviously, it helps if you're reasonably accurate. So, whilst I'm doing this, remember that I have a Hostess Code, which if you spend £25, at least £25 and no more than £150, or in fact don't spend as much as £150, if you use my Hostess Code, then you get to share in the Hostess rewards, and I share back all the Hostess rewards, and in fact I'm probably overly generous with them. Sometimes I share more than the Hostess rewards, because you become, by using my Hostess code, you become a member of my VIP club, and in doing so you get all sorts of goodies from me. So yeah, please, please, please do use my Hostess code. It's in the description bar below. So I'm going to come in right over the middle of these, and then over, I'm going to do a bit of layering, I think, on this. Can't find where I am. There, I think. Okay, so that's Soft Sky. So yes, the Hostess Code is in the information below and on my blog. So do pop over there and look at that. And there's also details about my VIP club. You get a separate newsletter and things. So I just heard crying, and it's one of our cats just saying hello. So that's all right. So you will see there's not a huge difference between the Soft Sky and the Pool Party when you first use them. They do dry back a bit. Not a huge amount, but they do dry back a bit. So, yeah. I do feel as if my brain is not really working today, and I've kind of lost my thread. However, we will continue. Right, a little bit of Pear Pizzazz, just to add a kind of in-your-face colour. And I can probably get another one in up there. And then if I move this one up here, then that should cover that up enough to just do that. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but what I'm looking for, so that's fine. Okay, so let's get rid of that, clean it off, and get rid of that. So, I hope you're getting excited about the new catalogue that is coming out in September. If you are a VIP, you should have already received one from me. If you haven't, please let me know, because I sent them some while ago now, certainly as far as when you're watching this. So it would be good to know if you haven't got yours yet. So please do let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to buy from me, and you would like a Christmas catalogue there, then drop me an email and I will get one sorted out for you. Okay, so what am I looking for? My favourite multi-purpose glue. What else? Okay, so I'm just going to run some glue along the edge here. I don't need a huge amount. And then just pop that there and squish, and then cut that off. Turn this over again and again, just run my glue along, and again pop that down and then turn it over so I've got my wiggle room to get that how I want it, which is roughly even. And again, cut this off. Now I just want to see whether this is a really accurate... No, it's not. Good grief, that's crooked. Okay, so I will be trimming that down in the fullness of time. However, in the meantime, I'm going to stamp our words. So we had "You Are My Sunshine" before. I don't think kind of bluey colours warrant "You Are My Sunshine." So I think we might do a "Congrats So Happy For You." Congrats. So happy for you. There we go. And let's see, let's embrace the green, and we'll stick with the Marina Mist. So I'm going to do this in reverse order. Grab my C block again. And I'm going to put the Marina Mist at the bottom. And this is a real stick your bottom out time. And hope that we're straight, which we are. Hoorah! So that's that one. Pop that there. Close that back up. Get my pear pizzazz and congrats. Let's try and get that straight on the block. Then it might be vaguely possible to get it straight when I stamp it. Okay. Right. Fingers crossed. Yes! Wonderful. Love it when a plan comes together, which is not always. Okay, so this is then going to go kind of here-ish. In fact, I might... no, that side's not bad, so I'll trim off this side. So again, the favourite liquid glue, probably used a little bit too much there, but never mind, it'll be fine. And then I want to line up this side, so let's turn everything upside down and back to front. And I also want it to be vaguely straight. That would be a plan, really, wouldn't it? So before we... let's get that straight. And then we can get that straight. And then we've got these little bits hanging off the edge. So just line your scissors up against your very vanilla mat. And if you use that as your guide, you can trim it off. Need to just get that one a little better. And that can just be trimmed a little bit. Yep. Okay, so there we are. Now let's pop this on my card, and then I can put some metallic shapes on. Actually, I do prefer doing this when it's in the air, because then I can move my card as well as my glue. Getting it the right way up is, again, a bit of a plan. So I want that in the middle of my card. I don't know why I'm doing it upside down, but there we go, I am. Let's turn it the right way up. Now, piercing tool. And let's pick some of these up and pop them in our flower centres. And I'm basically just popping one, and I'm not worrying too much whether they're the large ones or the smaller ones. I'm just going to pop one wherever there is a centre showing. So there we are. Our blue one and our Calypso Coral one. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's a fairly quick relatively straightforward card once you've got your masking sorted out, and hang on to the masks because you can use them over and over and over again. And if you keep them in the stamp pack, then they're there to use the next time you need them. So always a good idea to do that. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, then the subscribe button is down kind of there-ish. The associated blog post is linked below, which will have the measurements. Products are listed below and on my blog post, and I'll have the list for both versions. Because this is Subtle Sunday, what I have been tending to do is just list the whole of the Subtles ink pads and also the Subtles cardstock. Because that means with the ink pads, if you buy the whole of a collection, you save money, you get 10% off, because it's a bundle, and we like bundles. So yeah, always worth remembering that. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you very much indeed.